I went to my first funeral when I was 5. Who would have thought it would be for the person who gave life to me? While other kids were getting kissed goodnight, I was preparing to kiss my mommy one last time. Instead of closing her bedroom door, I had to close the lid to her casket. I didn't know how to count, but I knew 37 was too young. I knew scissors were dangerous. You always told me I shouldn't run with them, but never knew they were sharp enough to cut out a homicide case. Messy enough to leave only scraps of you. I remember playing hide and seek until I realized the police were doing the same with your body. 1, 2, 3 days it took to seek you. I didn't know who won the game. I was confused why you were hiding for so long. I remember thinking 54 years was too little. Remember comparing all my times in timeout and feeling it still wasn't enough. Remember him smiling like his sentence was worth it. I somehow knew you weren't coming home that night. Wasn't going to beat the sun to your first job. Wasn't going to clock in. Wasn't going to be chased by the moon on your way back from your third. Maybe I didn't cry because I knew you were just tired. Balancing children and sacrifice just needed a couple days of sleep, but they turned into years. Every birthday candle blown was a wish for you to come back. I wish I could have known how to write. Then I would have made our memories marker. I could have caught and kept you on construction paper. Would have put your palm on a page so when I was scared, I could have held your hand. It's hard to miss something you lost when you were small enough to not remember. It's the photos of you that make me wonder who you were. I'm jealous of everyone who knew you before me, knew you more than me. I created stories and characteristics about you. Like the jarritos you would share with me after eating street tacos, the curl de tu nariz when you laughed, the chanclazos, the heart-pouring karaoke de Vicente y Paquita on sábados, when we watched Selena for the first time and I still thought you were more beautiful than her. I couldn't sing, but you couldn't sing, but I would give anything to hear your voice. To hear you, yo, Gabriel, Carla, Andrea. When people ask why I talk to myself so much, I don't know how to explain it. It's because I know you're there. And more than just my blood, 4 years later, your legacy renewed into human form, into a thick-haired, almond-eyed little Chicano with a heart bigger than his name. He was proof to me you never really died. I know as you're hearing this, you probably don't understand a word because you only spoke Spanish, but maybe this can translate into a dream, into a universal tongue tied to your thoughts, tattoo you on my mind like skin. I never knew someone could be a stranger and soulmate in one. You were living and spiritual proof that we never really die, just transcend into an energy that transfers through bodies you birth. Yeah.